See, every guy's talking about addiction. They're addicted to this, they're addicted to that. That's not the problem. The problem is not the addiction itself. The problem is the fact that you continuously keep doing the same things over and over and over again, even with them not around you. Have you ever noticed like the guy who goes to like the AAA meetings, they go to all these rehab things, and then all of a sudden they remove everything around them. And once everything is gone from around them, they feel like everything is good, they feel like everything is safe. And then from there, they go back to the same position they were after 6 months of going through rehab. There's a reason for this. And I've suffered from addictions before, whether it be porn addictions, whether it be any type of addiction whatsoever. Not alcoholism, because I'm not really an alcoholic type of person, but there are addictions that everybody has, and it's natural to have these addictions. But what's not natural is the way that you master your own addictions. You're letting your addictions actually master you. So the best thing that you can do, especially to start out, and this is going to be counterintuitive to what a lot of people say, but what you need to do is you need to keep everything around you. Everything that you're addicted to, keep it around you everywhere you go, whether it be the websites that you watch, whether it be the alcohol that you have, whether it be the drugs that you have. I know this is going to sound crazy, but keep it around you, because the more that you keep this stuff around you, the more you're going to like it less, because you don't remove it from your environment whatsoever. The more you remove it from your environment, the more that you think about it, the more that you think that you need it, the more that you can't wait until that period of time where you've removed it from yourself, the more you're actually going to want to be able to go back to that thing. You've never actually mastered yourself whatsoever. You've never actually had any discipline whatsoever. So the biggest thing you can do, biggest thing I did, was keep all of it around me, keep all of the websites around. And then after a while, I started to realize, well, I have control over myself, because every single man, every woman, anybody has control over themselves, regardless. If it's bad food, shitty food that you eat, you have control over whether you want to eat that thing or not. Nobody else is controlling you but you. Your desires are all from you. So the biggest thing you have to do, especially going into the time where you want to be able to remove this entire addiction out of your life, you have to keep it around you, and you have to start mastering the fact that you can actually stop whenever you want. You can literally say, today, I'm not going to do it. And I know you might be thinking, well, I've tried that before. It doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work is because you don't have a why. You don't have an actual reason why you're doing it. Why are you stopping watching what you're watching and fapping off and doing all of these things? The reason why you want to stop is because you want to be a better version of yourself. You want to have more time to do a lot of the work that you want to get done. Now, that's what most people don't have. They don't have the why. They also can't see themselves outside of that addiction. So they can't identify as the new version of themselves. So they have to identify with being the addict. The more that you identify with being the addict, the more that things are going to move in a way that you are addicted to these things. So once you stop self-identifying as being the addict, and you start identifying as the person who doesn't have those addictions, who has the self-discipline, who has the mastery to be able to achieve these things, you're going to actually start to stop doing all of those things that are keeping you stuck, that are keeping you in that same cycle of addiction that you've constantly had. That's all it takes. It takes changing your identity, changing who you are, changing what you want. That's what the biggest change happens in your brain. Addiction isn't just removing things around you. It's keeping everything around you, but keeping yourself accountable to who you want to be, and then taking that self-accountability and mastering those addictions to where you never want to do it again. Most people are never going to quit their addictions, because the thing is, it's not about quitting the addiction. It's about actually utilizing the desire you have for that addiction and then using it for some other thing. Get addicted to winning, if anything. Start to get addicted to having success in your life. Because that's the biggest reason why a lot of people are not getting to where they want to be, is because they're getting addicted to the wrong things. The dopamine in their brain continuously gets them to want to do those things that are not helping them. So the more that you can be aware of this, the more that you can put yourself at a third person, a bird's eye view, and look at all of the things that you're addicted to, look at how they're impacting your life. That's when everything's going to change. Until you do that, you're going to be stuck in the same cycle. All 2025, all 2026, all 2027, you will continuously have these addictions. Food addictions, drug addictions, porn addictions, all of that stuff is going to keep going until you finally make the decision, I want to stop being the addicted person and start to be the person that wins in every other aspect of their life. And then you minimize all of the other things that you've kept around you to the point where you don't even care to do it anymore. It's around you. You see all the bad food. You don't even want to eat it anymore because you know the better version of yourself is not going to eat that food. When you have the websites that you watch, those websites, you're going to stop because you realize that's not the person that I want to be. Even if you see it, that's the true sign of breaking an addiction. So you have to be able to master this, right? And so share this with a friend who needs this. Rewatch this if you need to a couple times and start doing this. Start keeping this stuff around you. Believe it or not, nobody tells you this, but that's literally how it works. Keep it around you. Let yourself dive into it and understand that it's not doing you a favor. It's actually doing you a disservice, and then make a change in your life. All right. So I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next video.